Hello, welcome everyone. It is nice to be live on YouTube. So, welcome for all of you that are watching the replay. Thank you so much for watching. I wanted to come on here because we finally launched my Your Path logo, my apparel and accessories. So, we have hello. So if you go to yourindigopath2.com, you can see all of the accessories and the apparel. We have stuff for Zodiac signs, and we have stuff with my love you logo. And soon we're going to be releasing YP stuff or my brand. So all of it is my brand. I have a team that worked with me. This is 2 years in the making, so I'm so excited to bring this out to you guys. I know that a lot of you have wanted shirts and mugs and cups and all kinds of stuff and bags, and so I've finally been able to do that for you. Hello, welcome everyone. So I just wanted to go over a little bit. Hi. I just wanted to go over a little bit about what's happening today. Uh, Hi, Kiki. I'm going to see you in just a little bit. So, what's happening today, and pull some cards for tomorrow. And love you too, Manuela. Thank you for coming in. And be sure to go over and check out all the apparel and the gear for your indigo path or for your path. So, welcome everyone. Thank you. I was told I'm an indigo. Okay, so do you feel like you're an indigo? So, I have a video on your indigo path, my other channel, my original channel, and it talks about indigos, space holders, crystals, and rainbows. So, you may want to go check that video out. It gives you characteristics about that. So, um, let's see. So we have Chiron that's moved into Aries. That's going to be a whole different energy and releasing and healing of that. And so I'm doing that series, but I'm going to do it on my website. So, hi, how are you? So today I'm just going to go over a little bit about, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I'm going to go over just a little bit about what Chiron and Aries energy kind of is. For those of you that were born with Chiron and Aries, you're having your Chiron return. That's a lot of us in the mid to late 40s and into 50s. So there, Maria put the YP store up. So I'll go over just a little bit about that. I want to let everybody know, you finally caught live chat. So I wanted to let everybody know this is a print on demand. So when you order, depending on if you're in the United States, it'll probably take 2 weeks. Well, they have stuff in Europe too, but it usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks for your delivery. Okay, so I just want everybody to realize that and understand that. Okay, so if you order, whatever you order on my website, if it's because it's print on demand, it's going to take a little while longer. I was looking at your reply for the 19th. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get to read that. Okay. So I just wanted to make that very clear about the delivery time. I know a lot of you have already ordered, and I have to go back. So this is new to me. So I have to go back and connect those so that you can actually track it and see when it's coming. Okay. So I'll be doing that today and tomorrow. We've got so many orders that I got to go back and connect them. So, and this is all new to me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, today we have, I do want to talk about Uranus and the sun. So, Venus in Aries, I just left Pisces into Aries. Yeah. So, everybody's just left Pisces into Aries. They just left Pisces into Aries. Now, what house that is depends on who you are on your chart, but the planets still go from one side to the next together, right? It just depends on where you are in the chart to what house it is. Okay. Um, and so again, I'll be teaching. I'm going to come out with my. That's what I'm working on next. Coming out with teaching you astrology and teaching you tarot. So I'll have classes on my website to do that, and you'll get a certificate and all that afterwards. All right. So Chiron has moved into Aries. Thank you for all that you do. Much job interview today, but I'm feeling unsure. Okay. So then you're going to go. I would just leave it neutral. I wouldn't feel bad or good. Just sort of leave it neutral, right? So if you leave it neutral, um, then you're opening yourself up for whatever's on your path, right? So if you think this is my job, I deserve it, I'm going to get it, but then leave it in neutral, just leave it alone, right? Okay, so Chiron in Aries. So the reason I'm saying that a lot of us are having the return is because we were born in that generation where Chiron is in Aries, and our generation is coming back up. Okay, so I'm going to explain a little bit about what they say with Chiron and Aries. So this is sort of more, the first part will be more on an individual basis, and then the second part will be about the generation itself. So, hi. So I'll just read what they've said. But again, I'm doing a series where, and it'll be on my website and you can purchase that. I'm doing a series where it'll be for each house, each sign, and how that's going to develop in your life and what you need to work through. Sort of like that Chiron video that I did for you guys, but I'll break it down in each sign. Okay, and we're going to be working on this for 7.5 years. So you got a while to work on this. Okay, so Chiron in Aries. It is now in Aries. It just moved from Pisces, which was a very different energy. That means the way that it was expressing itself was very Piscean, very understanding, that, right? And now it's moving into Aries. So a lot of us were born with Chiron in Aries. So Chiron represents issues with one's vital force to be at home in the world of physical manifestation. You may feel frustrated and alienated from the rest of mankind. Sounds like a lot of our generation, right? Or more at home in the world of fantasy than dealing with what is laughably called the real world. You have talent, you have a talent for that which is beyond this world. So I'm going to read that again. You have talent for that which is beyond this world and can make your mark on it in your own particular fashion. That's the key, is making your mark in your own particular fashion. This generation and the generations after, but this generation really, because we sort of the gap, we're sort of the ones that started. We didn't come here to do it like everybody else. Now we get confused because we came here to understand everybody else in society and how they were doing it, but we came here to bridge the gap and change it. So we don't come here to do it like everybody else. We came here to see how they do it, work in it, and then change it. That's what we've come here to do. So we can get stuck in a rut by doing it like everybody else because that's what we've sort of grown up doing. But that's not what we came here to do. And trust me, when everything's taken away and when those wounds won't heal and when stuff shuts down, it's because you're not supposed to do it like everybody else. You're supposed to create something new. That's this generation and beyond. The ones below us as well. Okay. So, um, but we have our strife. So, which may perhaps be achieved in the world of music or poetry or as a seeker of higher truth. Okay, but these are ways of being in the world without actually participating in it. So possibly there were painful episodes from early childhood that drove you into your own world, but you have come to be quite at home in this world. And the issue is for you coming out with style and dignity, right? So this is really important. We know how to protect ourselves because we've had to since childhood, all of us, whether you're this generation or not. You do these certain things to protect yourself. And so creating in that world and being in that world is easy. It's easy because it's your habit. But you didn't come here to just be in that world because you could do that when you're crossed over, right? You came here to be in this world. You came here to integrate in this world. So this is your strife. This is your lesson. This is what you must do. You must take your talents and you must share them with the world. And it's not going to be like everybody else. And I know it's comfortable in that other world, but you have to ground this stuff. Otherwise, like I used to tell my daughter this when she was young because she's like a genius. Well, she's actually a genius. But she used to, like, in school, not write down her work. She would just write the answer. And so telling somebody who's a genius that they have to write down their work when they think it's a waste of time. So I had to come up with a way to help her understand that, right? And so I would say, What if Einstein never wrote his work down? Or what if Nikola Tesla never wrote his work out? Then we wouldn't be able to know it and appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to grow from that. So that's our start. That's what we must do. We must write our work down. We must do what we know in some way different, create it and bring it here. Because otherwise, how are we going to progress humanity? How are we going to help in that? Right? We all must have our part. We all have a part. That's why we're here. So, um, let me go on to say this. Again and again, you attempt to be part of it all, just like everyone else. And again, it just doesn't quite work. And so I've explained to you why it doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite work because you're not meant to do it like everybody else. Keep this in mind when you're doing things. Yes, it's easier to do it like everybody else because that's already the formula everybody knows, but that's not what this generation came to do. This generation and below, that's not what we came to do. And the older generation, they get to experience that too and change that too, right? So, um, there will be, and I'm telling you, when you do it from your heart, when you're creating it, it's going to all of a sudden open up for you. It's going to do that for you because that's your path. That's your path, right? There may be painful episodes before you realize that what is for everyone out there is just not for you at all. Make sense? So you may do work with other people in helping them to be peaceful and comfortable in connecting with their own lives or higher truth without ever really getting it yourself. It's very easy to do that, where you can connect the dots for everybody else, but for yourself, you're not connecting the dots. That's your purpose. That's your lesson. That's what you must come here to do, right? So, of course, one is tempted to blame oneself for this sort of failure to connect, right? Yeah, because then you get into that, oh, I'm just not good, or I can't do it, or blah, blah, blah. I mean, all I can say is you want some wine with that cheese? I mean, you want some cheese with that wine. Okay. There's a part of yourself that has been carefully hidden away, defended from the pressures of consensus reality, right? And it may take a lot of work to get in touch with these darker parts. So I don't like the word darker parts because already that's telling us that we have to go somewhere we don't want to go, right? The way that spirits help me understand it is we live in a world of duality. We live in a world of duality. Our aspect has what y'all call good, bad, light, dark, whatever you call it. But it's all a part of us. And so, and spiritual advisors and gurus, not all gurus, but spiritual advisors and tarot readers and people in this industry will do this where they have this persona that they're always calm and they're always peaceful and nothing went wrong. And that's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of crap because that's not incorporating who you are. You have to incorporate who you are. You made yourself this way for a reason. That reason is very important. And there's a balance in that. You're correct. So you made yourself, so to deny that part of you is to deny you and your path. It's so important for you to understand that part of you. You don't have to give in totally to that part of you, just like you don't have to give in totally to being in bliss and peace, right? You have to balance that. You came here to have an ego. You came here to have a spiritual side. You came here to have both and incorporate both and work both. Because again, to deny that part of you, that darker part of you, is to deny you. And you're denying the whole thing, the whole reason that you've come here, right? So let's talk. So that's what they mean by the darker places. And this is what you'll be doing in the next 7 years. You got to remember, Aries, that energy is all about me, 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 me. And for a while, you guys have been doing you. The world, you, I'm helping. The world, you, I'm helping, right? But we have to incorporate me, 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 me too, right? Chiron in that, I just want to let you know, I'll let you know a little bit about Chiron in the generation, but I kind of already said it. Uh, Hold on, let me find this. You may have, hold on just a second. I don't think I can find it. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at that. That's a lot of what I'm going to be talking about in the Chiron series on my website. I'm going to go into each sign. I'm going to help you understand where your house is placed, where it's placed in your house right now for the next 7.5 years, and what you're going to be going through. Okay, so that's the one thing I wanted to talk about. The other thing I want to talk about is we have Uranus and the Sun, and they're conjunct, right? So like they were exact, they're conjunct. So they're 28 degrees Uranus, 29 degrees the Sun, right? So and it moves fast. So Uranus, is Uranus wants change. He wants innovation. He wants you to move. He wants to shock and awe. And so you can work in Uranus, and remember Aries, it's an Aries. So Aries wants you to me. Aries is me. Aries is spark. Aries is let's do this, right? And so with the sun being on Uranus, it's activating Uranus, and sun brings light to Uranus, right? Sun brings clarity to Uranus. So there are going to be some things happening in the next couple of days, if not in the last couple of days. There are going to be some things happening where things are being lit up, and some light and some clarity is being shed on these houses of yours, wherever it's activated. Shock and awe. You can work with the shock and awe, or you can pretend like you didn't see it because it's been coming to you, but you can pretend like you didn't see it. And then all of a sudden, bam, something shuts down. You got to relocate. Something gets taken. Something happens. And then you're like, oh no, what do I do? Because you were supposed, you saw it. It's not like you didn't see it. It's like you chose not to see it, right? So I want you guys to be aware of Uranus and the Sun being conjunct, because you've got some things coming up. They've probably already started in the last 3 or 4 days. Like you're getting hints of things. These are definite things that you need to be looking at, because, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not paying attention, or if it's giving you clues, it's so funny how y'all are like, I have synchronicities, I have blah, blah, blah. But you're not paying attention to the thing that you need to pay attention to because you don't want to see it, right? I wouldn't feel paranoid. This is not to make you feel paranoid. This is to say, if you see a sign, if I used this example with a friend of mine last night. If you see a sign that your car is getting old and you kind of really need to do something about it, but you're choosing not to do something about it because you don't want to deal with it because you're doing it, that's Uranus coming and making that car disappear, making that car break down, where you have to get a new one, or you have to get an extra job to have to get a new one. That's like, this is stuff you don't know. This is not stuff you don't know. This is stuff that's been coming to you and you're choosing not to see it. Uranus wants change, and it is going to change one way or the other. And that's kind of up to you and your aspect, how you're going to receive it. Okay. So, the very last thing I'm going to do is I'll go over the week, not in this video, but I'll go over the week, and I will come back and do lives where I answer people's questions, and we'll do tarot. But I want to do tomorrow's tarot. So if we meditate on this, what should we ask? So you can ask, what is it that I'm needing to change that's outside of the box, that's innovative, that's very scary? What is it that I need to change in my life? What is it that I'm asking on my path to change so that I can get to the next level? Because remember, Uranus wants you to change so that it can liberate you. You'll feel better, right? And so when you ask the question and then be very still and quiet, because oftentimes you guys ask and then you don't listen. So just ask and then be quiet and listen, right? All right, so let's go over for the 20th of April. It's already the 20th. I got to start working on those videos for next month, which next month is a really good month for everybody, like everybody. So this will be the 20th of April, 2018. And we are going to start with Virgo. Yeah. And then we're going to do Libra. So we'll start with Virgo. Virgo, 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 Virgo. And somebody had asked me about my cards. I'm sorry I stopped saying what the cards were. So These are the Grand Lux by my favorite guy, Ciro Mercati, or Merchetti, sorry. So um, he's run out. He didn't do the like a big distribution, and so I'd been waiting for these cards. They are sold out because he did a very small. I'm sure he'll do a part two, and then he'll give it out to Amazon or whoever. But as far as the first one, the first release, they're already gone. So he didn't make very many cards, very many decks. But I'll let you guys know when they release them. Again, don't forget to go to my website, go to the YP store. We have mugs, we have coffee mugs, we have shirts, we have, and we did, like, I did these shirts in meditation. So what came out was these are the, so for the zodiac sign, it's like your thoughts. So that's what's on the zodiac sign is your thought as that particular sign. So go check those out. And again, if you order, it'll take 2 to 3 weeks. So just have some patience. All right, so here we go. Be sure to go to yourindigopath2.com. What gives people the drive to do anything? Well, it is the happiness. I'm sorry, I didn't read it all. And I'm sorry I'm using my phone. I couldn't set up my camera because I have a client in just a little bit. And so I didn't have time to set up my camera. And I can't find my microphone. I don't know where it's at. But I'll find it. Okay. So let me just cut these cards. All right, here we go. So Virgo, tomorrow, the 20th of April, 2018. Wow. You have the Emperor. So this is about, I'm feeling like restructure. I'm feeling like the structure that you've been trying to restructure is coming together. And this could, like, it's different for different Virgos. Some of you, it's about your house. And I'm not talking about the house, it's, well, some of you, the house itself, but some of you, it's about the family dynamic in the house. Others of you, it's about restructuring your friendship. Um, but you've already started doing this. You're just trying to see if it's going to come through. And it looks like tomorrow you're going to get evidence of that. It could be changing a job. It could be, this is something you've been working on, so you know about this. It could be someone coming in to help you with this phase of restructuring, of making it your dynasty, of making it what you're wanting to see, like your friendships, your lovers, your um, family, your home, um, even your daily routine. Yeah. So, congratulations. Um, it's yeah. So the emperor. That's what I'm seeing with the emperor. For the next is beautiful balancing Libras. So Libras, you have the Eight of Coins. It looks like you'll be intently working on something that you've been working on. It's a project, or it's, well, it's a project, but it's either with someone. The project is someone, or yes, and Libras will do that. The project is someone, is a relationship, or is your business, or is something. This is, you're going to be working intently on this. So you're at an eight with this. This means that you're almost there to making the decisions, taking the actions, and reaping the benefits of that. And so tomorrow it looks like you'll be steadily working in that. Okay. Next are my beautiful Scorpios. Oh, Scorpio, looks like you're going on a trip. Could be a day trip. Some of you it could be overseas, but this is a day trip. So, or this is a trip in itself. But for others of you, you could be relocating uh, to another place. It doesn't have to be a place far, but whatever this is, it's like fast. So you could be getting news of this or progression of this. Maybe this is something you've been working on. So tomorrow you get evidence of that. For others of you, if you've met somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody, this is like where you come to an understanding and you go fast. Like both of you progress really fast together. So that could be what it's talking about with relationships. So congratulations, Scorpio. I know a lot of you have been working really, really hard. Um, And it could be the job. It could be like if you were doing, like if you were putting a resume in, or trying to get another job. I feel like some of you have a job but are trying to get another job. So if you are trying, then all of a sudden they're like calling you saying, we need the interview, we need to get you, we want to hire you, and you're like, wait, whoa, what? I just I just put a thing in, right? I just put my CV in, right? So, next are my beautiful Saggies. Look at you, Saggy. You guys are on point this week. So, Saggy, you have the Empress. This is about something that you've really, really, really been working on, and it's taken root, and you've really put some thought and action and love and energy in this. And this doesn't just have to be one thing. This could be several things, because I feel like this is a couple things for some of you. So tomorrow it looks like this it births. It looks like, because I'm seeing the baby where you're so in love and you're so like, yes, this is coming, this is happening. And so whatever this is, it looks like it comes through tomorrow. You'll get evidence of that with the Empress. I'm seeing grounding physical evidence. Okay. This could be a relationship. This could be your project. This could be your money. This could be your family, whatever this is. Like whatever you've been putting your heart and soul in, you've nourished it enough that it's about to birth something. So congratulations, Agi. Next are my beautiful Cappies. Oh, Cappy, you have the Knight of Swords. So you have an offering coming to you. I've told you about this, Cappy. I know you're really patient, but you have all these things coming to you throughout this year. So it looks like another offer comes to you. This comes from nowhere. This is a little shocking. This is um, something that you're not used to doing. And so for you, it may be like, I want to do it, but can I do it? Because I really have to think about it, right? And so with this, you have to make a decision. You can't sit on it or it'll go away. Okay. So for others of you, if this is about love, this is a beautiful night coming in. This night sort of sweeps you off your feet, even if you're a male. You're like, whoa. Um, so they sweep you off your feet. They don't give you time to think. They just want you to be in the moment with them. And they're a knight. They're not a king and they're not a page. They're here to be exactly what you're wanting and needing for this phase of your life. So, congratulations. All right. Next are my aquas. Aquas, what are y'all doing? You have the Five of Wands. So, I told you, Aquas, I'm seeing this again. This month is about putting your money where your mouth is. Putting your money where your mouth is, right? So you say you want these things, you kind of work in these things, and when they're coming about, then you're like, do I do it or not? I don't know. I don't know. So this is about standing in your truth. This is about fighting for what you want, and this is about not thinking, just doing. You've done enough thinking, Aqua, for the last year. You've done enough thinking. It's time to do. Okay? Do, 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 do. Do, do. You know what I'm talking about. So you can't think, you can't rethink, you can't pull back and say, well, let me look at it. No, it's time to do. Okay? It's time to do. You had enough thinking time. All right. Next are my beautiful Pisces. Look at you, Pisces. You have the moon. So it looks like two of you are trying to come together. I don't know that that's going to actually happen tomorrow, but you'll be in this great sense of connection to the universe or connection to a loved one or connection to your higher self or God or the angels. And it looks like you're going to be in this really beautiful, beautiful space. But when it's talking about a partner of some sort, either in business or romance or family, whatever this is, it's like you're trying to get to each other, but you can't. You see how you can't? You see how the crab's there because it's a little dangerous. You see how it looks beautiful. The water looks beautiful, but you can't. Okay? So this is about you sort of thinking about it and how you're going to do it and how you want to do it, right? So, uh, burn it to the ground, right? All right, so next are my Aries. Aries, you have the Chariot. I think I've said this yesterday. I'm feeling this again. This is about you taking charge and fulfilling, like making it happen, not stopping until it does. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't pause. Don't get in your head and think, well, that's just way too much work, or I can't do that, or I'm just going to focus on this. You need to stay focused and directed and keep that energy on what it is you're trying to create. Because it's going to, your lesson is not that you can do it. That's not your lesson because you're an Aries. We know you can do whatever you want, right? You know how to manifest, you know how to do stuff. Your lesson is to stick to something and follow through. That's your lesson. So tomorrow, something's going to come to you where you have to stick to it and continue to do it. And even if you think it's bothersome, it's going to get you to where you want to go, but you have to put in the work, okay? So, next are my Taurians. So, Taurians, you have the Two of Cups. It looks like you and another come to an understanding. You and another are bonding to make it closer together. This could be a lover. This could be a family member. This could be a co-worker. This could be a boss, or this could be a, I don't know, I'm seeing financial advisor. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. So this could even be an ex. This could be maybe you're going through a divorce and you're trying to handle that situation. It looks like you come to an understanding. This is about coming to an understanding, right? If you're newly, your heart is open and you started dating, looks like you two will be seeing each other tomorrow to have this understanding together. And this is about emotional fulfillment, okay? This is not grounding, this is emotional fulfillment, okay? So it can go towards grounding, but both of you have to put in the work to do that. All right, next are my Jimmies. Okay, Jimmy, the one thing that you need to do, it's going to be really hard. So you have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is, there is something, and I know how you get, Jimmy, because my son's Jimmy. So I know how you can get where you get obsessed about something and you don't stop until you like, and you're trying to make it come and you're trying to make it through and you're trying to break through and you're trying to make, and then you just research and do, right? But there are some things. So what this card is saying is that you've already done everything that you can in this situation or these situations. If it's not coming through, it's because you need to relax. You need to back off. You need to rest. You need to come put your mind over there somewhere else. And you need to allow the universe to do its job. Okay? So there is an issue, whether it's finances, whether it's a lover, whatever this is, there's something that you need to back off and relax about it. You've done everything that you can. Go do the things that you haven't done. That's what you need to do, not this thing. Okay? So, next are my beautiful Cancers. Ooh, Cancer. Thank you so much, beautiful. I appreciate it. So, Cancer, you have the Page of Wands. This is a very passionate, sexy page. I like him. He's a lot of fun. He can make you laugh. And I think for you Cancers, it's about time for some of you. It's time for you to just have some fun. You've been working really hard. And so this person comes in tomorrow. I mean, I know when a new person comes in, you're sort of testing them, you're sort of waiting to kind of feel them out. Don't test them, just be. Just be. So what if they're just a page and not here to stay? So what if they're a knight and here to stay just a little bit? So what if they're a king? Whatever it is, just be. Just be, right? So that's for some of you. For others of you, this is news about a project that you've started that you're waiting for some news about. That's going to come through tomorrow, okay? So it's exciting, it's passionate, it's something that elates you and makes you happy. This is something that you have been working on, you have stayed focused on, and so it's now coming through for you tomorrow. So congratulations, Cancer. All right, next are my lovely, luscious lions. Look at you, lions. You have the King of Coins or the King of Pentacles. So the King of Coins or the King of Pentacles is all about being in this. So the character is about working really hard, understanding manifestation, having beautiful things around you. Sometimes you forget that because you're working so hard and you can neglect others, like you can neglect your king or your queen because you're working so hard. So, whatever this is either this project that you've been working on is coming through and you're going to make the money for that, or you're going to get the contract for that, or you're going to get something from that. And this is very solid. This has been worked through, this has been worked on, and this is a solid foundation, right? So, but this king is methodical. This king knows 5 steps before he's even going to take the first one. And so, also tomorrow, if something comes towards you, it looks like you'll be clear to know what to do, like the next 5 steps, and then take your step. Okay. And this could be in relationships, this could be in your projects, this could be your money, your family, wherever you're at. So, for others of you that are ready, willing, and open and ready to date, this is the beautiful, beautiful king. He works slow because, again, he has to think about everything that he does. So he does work slow. But it looks like if you're ready, this person could be coming into your life tomorrow, or this weekend. It kind of depends on, your sort of path and where you are. Okay. So I think I've got everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, I have everybody. So that again is for April 20th. Thank you for so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate all the love and support. Please be sure to go to my website, Your Indigo Path 2, to check out the new YP store. Thank you so much for. Love you. Bye. Now let me see if I can close this.